Howdy! Today we're going to look at another pixel art workflow for one of the TCG Pokemon Game Boy reworks. So I described the project a little bit more in the last video, but basically, in short, a community of pixel artists are working to replace the artwork in the Pokemon TCG GB ROM with some of the community's artwork. So each pixel artist was invited to do a maximum of 3 artworks, and this is my second artwork that I created for it, and my theme was Dugtrio. So to get into the thought process a little bit, looking at the original Dugtrio card, it's just like a 3D, very 90s render with some flowers and mountains. I thought about how to rework this without just redoing kind of the same thing over. So my main source of inspiration was looking at the moveset it learned and then the little Pokédex descriptor below. So I thought about it having Earthquake. I wanted to show some torn up ground, things like that. But then the description reads, a team of Diglett triplets. It triggers huge earthquakes by burrowing 60 miles underground. So my initial sketches, I was trying to draw the Dugtrio 60 miles underground, but I couldn't find a design that I really felt motivated to do, that I really liked. And one of the things I really like about this original card is it's very stylized. It's very heavy on the 90s time period, especially the original rendering, not the Game Boy edition. So I tried to pull some inspiration from that instead and thought, well, what's something that's very stylized that I could emulate for the Game Boy that would stand out as being very stylized. And so I eventually landed on a sketch I liked with the idea that I would make it look kind of like a Japanese woodblock. And so let's take a look at the workflow and I'll show you exactly what I mean and how it turned out. So to begin, I was just blobbing out the composition that I had sketched. Here you can see the Diglets are pretty happy. There's that Diglett meme about Diglett getting his anger management under control. So we definitely see that here. They're looking a little more derpy for now. However, if they're causing earthquakes, they're probably going to get a little angry. Yeah, there we go. They're starting to get a little angrier. Not quite as extreme as the 90s Diglets. But here, yeah, I'm just trying to find my footing, trying to find my style. You can see the line widths are different depths. I was trying to give it that woodblock print style, as well as it helps with a limited color palette. The keen eye might have noticed I already messed up here in using too many colors. So we'll see how I adapt that later on. But in the meantime, I'm just having fun here. I'm trying to find the right look for the clouds, for the lighting, to try to give it a very authentic look. Kind of an interesting thing, here's these stroke lengths you kind of find in woodblock prints. I also tried to use these clouds that are very common. They're kind of just really interesting looking clouds. I love the way they look. But here we see I'm kind of getting there. It's almost getting there. It just needs a little more depth to look a little more like a woodblock print. And so yeah, here's the final result using too many colors. That's all that I had recorded, but then when I sent it in, there was a realization that I was using too many colors on my first 2 cards. So I went back and adapted them. So let's take a look at the adapted style so that it'll work on the Game Boy, which is the 4 colors. So this is the final result. This is by far my favorite piece that I created for this project. This is one of my favorite pixel arts I've ever done. I really like the combination of that woodblock print style with pixel art. I just think it looks really fantastic. What do you think? Did I do Dugtrio justice for this TCG? Really looking forward to the finished project and seeing all the other amazing pixel art that's been done for it by other fellow pixel artists. So I'll leave a link to the description so you can be in the know of when that project is released to the public. And yeah, look forward to it. Thanks for clicking on this video. If you'd like to see the one I did of Pikachu, the link will be right up here. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye-bye for now.